The first lesson we get here is that it is very important that during the time of prosperity, the time of abundance, we must secure a certain portion uh, for our savings. Okay, uh, times of prosperity, times of abundance are designed for us to gather enough money for capitalization, for business capitalization. That's the I believe that's God's design for seasons of abundance, seasons of prosperity. Because to all of us, I believe, no? I also believe that to all of us, God grants or provides seasons of prosperity, seasons of abundance. Lahat tayo, meron yan. We all get that blessing from God sometime in our lives, no? Several times in our lives. So that, no, by God's wisdom, ipunin natin yung we gather them, we secure them, we save them for investment, for capitalization in a business activity. Okay, so that's exactly what Joseph did in Genesis chapter 47. While the rest of the world, uh, while the rest of Egypt, no, and the rest of the world were uh, spending everything during the time of abundance, the time of prosperity, 7 years. That was for 7 years. Now everybody else was spending everything they had, but Joseph, by the wisdom of God, kept 1/5. Okay, he was working with the government. He was working for the government of Egypt, as second in command over all Egypt, and God gave him the wisdom to keep 1/5 of the harvest during the 7 years, to keep them in store places, store cities. And after the 7 years of prosperity, then came the 7 years of famine, and that was the time that Joseph sold, marketed the grains they kept. Ang dami nun. It was an abundance of food. They were able to keep in their storehouses, in their store places, and Joseph sold that first to the Egyptians, and then later on to the people in Canaan and the rest of the world. They were going to Egypt to buy food because the famine was severe. Now, the lesson we get there is that during times of prosperity, no, meron tayo yan eh. Like for instance, this Christmas season, it's December 16, no? Meron tayong 13th month pay, meron tayong bonuses, no? These are times of prosperity, and I believe God's wisdom is that we keep for ourselves, no, a certain portion of those abundance, of that abundance. No? Huwag nating gastusin lahat. No? Of course, maganda magregalo ka. Huwag naman masyadong bongga. No? Don't try, no, don't spend so much just trying to impress people with your gifts. No? The thing is, this Christmas is that you remembered the guy, you remembered the person, you gave him or her a simple gift, and that's enough. Okay? Tapos yung celebration nyo, just keep it simple. Okay? Huwag na yung mga bonggang celebration. That's, you know, ano yun eh, yung, that's not wisdom. No? You're not being smart with money when you do that. So when you celebrate, just keep everything simple so that meron ka matitirang enough, no, during the season of abundance. You're able to keep enough for business capitalization. No, you don't you don't save money so that makakabili ka ng bagong cellphone or iPhone or laptop or anything like that. Okay, your old cell phone is good. Your old laptop is good enough for your business, your online business. Don't think of buying anything new. Gusto ko meron akong magandang rubber shoes. No? Kung kailangan mo, if you really need to buy shoes or rubber shoes, no, just buy yung most affordable, no? Maganda naman siya, good quality, durable, and very affordable. You keep things simple so that you can keep a certain portion of your income for business capitalization. Yun ang ano eh, yun ang this is what that's the lesson we learn here. Also Genesis, especially in the life of Joseph, and that's God's wisdom. You keep 1/5 of the blessings during the season of abundant blessings. Kunyari, may nagbigay sa'yo ng pera, no? Or you suddenly receive a promotion, you get a promotion, and your salary is increased. No? During this moments of abundance, no? do not do not think of buying something new. No? You want to buy a car, you want to buy a property, uh, no, yung bahay mo. Those are not assets. Assets are things you own that make you money. So you buy assets. No? Assets. Ito yung mga bagay na they make you money. Like a business, like an investment. Okay. Like for instance, you try forex trading or stocks and bonds trading, mutual funds. Pero mas maganda raw ang forex trading. So I am trying to learn all these things. And the best ngayon is cryptocurrency trading. No? A lot of people who do not know what cryptocurrency is are allergic to these things. No? Ayaw nila, natatakot sila. Baka raw mas-scam sila, baka mas-scam sila. You see, number one in business is taking a risk. And Joseph took a lot of risks. You see, nung nag-provide siya ng solution to Pharaoh, sabi niya gano'n, you see, Pharaoh, there's going to be 7 years of abundance and 7 years of famine, and this is what you should do. When he provided the solution, he was taking a risk. You see, it was God's wisdom. No, it was able to think of a solution. Pero, uh, when he said that to Pharaoh, it was a risk. Kasi alam nyo, pagka meron kang, if you provided a solution to Pharaoh and didn't work, yari ka, pugutang ulo mo. No? During those times, yun ang condition. So it was a heavy risk. It was a big risk for Joseph to do that, but he took the risk. Okay, sabi niya ganun, let's go into business, no? Practically, yun ang sinabi ni Joseph, let's go into business, no? Let's keep some of the harvest of the abundance, and then later on we sell. You see? Habang parang ano yan eh, parang forex trading, parang forex investment, parang cryptocurrency investment. Then while the price is down, you buy, and then when the price go up, you sell. Okay, and later on we see people, no, doing everything just to buy grains from Joseph, and makikita natin yung si Joseph and Pharaoh were able to gather a lot of assets. So they bought a lot of assets. You see, hindi sila nagpatayo ng mga magagandang buildings or what, they bought a lot of assets. So if you want to buy your new car because you really need the new car, or if you really need a new house, those things can come later. No, the first thing you should do is buy assets, and when those assets are making money, already making money for you, then you can buy your car, then you can buy your new house, and getting the payment, no, from the assets, your performing assets. Ganun daw yun, sabi ng mga experts. Okay? Uh, I'm not an expert yet, but what I'm saying are what the experts are teaching. No? Money experts, financial experts, my coaches. No, I yung mentor ko, I call him Mentor X. Okay, Mentor X. So these are the things I learned from my mentor, from Mentor X, and I think they're smart. You know, they are smart teachings, smart principles. Anyway, so Genesis 47 verse 11. Let me read. to you that passage. So Joseph settled his father and brothers in Egypt and gave them property in the best part of the land. You see that? You can do that. You can provide for your family. No? Well, the best. You can provide the best for your family. You can protect your family from famine, from a lot of things. If you know how to make money work for you. You see, this would not have been possible for Joseph if Joseph did not take the risk. No? He gave the solution. He told Pharaoh what the solution is. He took the risk. No? And also, if Joseph did not go into business, did not invite Pharaoh to go into business, these things would not have been possible. Okay, but because he did it, it was possible for him to provide for his father and brothers, no, in Egypt, to give them, to provide them property in the best part of the land, in the best part of the land. Kumbaga, no, binili niya yung family niya. He bought his family property in Forbes Park, no, or in Ayala, Alabang, yung mga tipong gano'n, no? The best part of the land, no? In the district of Ramesses, as Pharaoh directed. They had the protection of Pharaoh. Kasi kumbaga parang ano no? Parang yung presidente nyo, no, sabi, diyan kayo titira at akong bahala sa inyo. Walang gagalaw sa inyo diyan. Okay? You have the protection. You have the connections. You see, in my previous video, I said that business really is establishing good connections, good relationships with people. It's not just making money. It's not just producing money. It's not just making profits. No? It's part of it, but it's just a small. Actually, my experts, no, my mentor X told me it's just a small part of it. Making money, it's just a small part of investment, small part of real business. The bigger part is establishing connections, establishing relationships, because yun ang mas importante. That's an asset. No? That's a big asset. When you have good relationships, you have good connections with people in the right places. That's an asset, a business asset. So Pharaoh, Joseph was able to do that, build a good relationship with Pharaoh. Okay, so as Pharaoh directed, verse 12 of Genesis 47. But Joseph also provided his father and his brothers and all his father's household. You see that? All his father's household. And I've heard and I've also seen, no, similar situations where yung tao, the guy who entered business and became successful and prosperous was able to provide not only for his immediate family but also for his relatives and his household. See, other members of his clan, no? Hindi niya nakalimutan and tangay niya sa kanyang success. And that's a good attitude. No? Yung mga Chinese, ganun eh. No? Sila, yung family nila, tutulungan sila. Uh, they do business with each other and give each other business favors. See that? That's good. Ang Pilipino raw, hindi. Parang ano eh. Parang, sabi nila, talangka mentality na pagka nakita nila isang kamag-anak nila or kapitbahay nila na umuunlad, they're going to pull him down. No? At That's not good connection. That's not establishing good connections, good relationships. Okay, we should learn that. That's an asset. It will produce money for us. Okay, and not just no, you don't just build relationships to produce money. No, that's part of it. Pero you build relationships first and foremost because you have to. No, God wants it that way. You build good relationships. You connect with people and do it in a proper way. Do it in a nice way. You connect with people because you have to. Okay, Number one, you have to share the gospel with them. That's number one. And number two, you need it for your business. Okay? Um, wala nang ano rito, wala nang pakunwari, wala nang palastikan, gano'n. You see, you really need people. You really need connections for your business. Okay? And not, and you're not using people in that sense. You're not using people in using them in bad connotation. You're not using them. You're just connecting with them. And you're pagka umasenso ka naman, if you have the right thinking, if you're thinking smart, you see, when you connect with them and you make money, uh, you include them in the blessing. Okay? Hindi mo sila kakalimutan. Yun. Magandang you look for a business na gano'n, na you leverage people, okay? At pagka kumikita ka na, you help them. And as you leverage, actually, you're helping them. Okay? Ganun yun eh. Parang, you see, parang isang company. Okay? A company, every business entity, no? They use leverage. They leverage people's skills, time, energy, and effort, okay, to to profit. Okay, they do that. They use, no, quote unquote, they use people to enrich themselves. Pero binibigyan nila ng sweldo. So it's a win-win situation. In that sense, you're not using people, you're giving them employment. You see? Nakukuha niyo to? You're not really taking advantage of them, but you are giving them money. No, you're giving them opportunity to earn money through their jobs, through their employment. So if you find a business like that, no, na you're able to leverage people, you're able to connect with people, and as you connect with people, you make money, and as you make money, you also help them make money. Ayun ang magandang business. Okay, and later on, makikita natin si Joseph did that. No, he leveraged, and while he was leveraging people, he was also giving them a chance, no, an opportunity to eat. Kasi during that time, the famine was severe. Okay, so he provided his father and his brothers and all his father's household with food according to the number of their children. Wow. No? And verse 13, there was no food, however, in the whole region because the famine was severe. You try to close your eyes and imagine the situation then. No. Sabi nga nun, the whole region, no? Ng Egypt at saka Canaan and probably the whole Middle East and actually the rest of the world, because the famine was severe. Both Egypt and Canaan wasted away because of the famine. Wasted away. You try to imagine, try to picture in your mind what wasted away looks like. No? Yung bang tuyot na tuyot, walang tumutubo, walang bunga, walang anything. Okay? No water, no anything. Okay? Walang tumutubo, walang agriculture is zero. Can you imagine that? No. Kahit marami kang pera, pag agriculture is zero, uh, uh, bagsak, no? Talo. Okay? So verse 14, Joseph collected all the money that was to be found in Egypt and Canaan. He collected all the money. Ibig sabihin, nasimut niya, no? Because of the business he was doing, selling grains. Nasimut niya yung pera in all Egypt and Canaan in payment for the grain they were buying. Okay, in payment for the grain they were buying, Egyptians and Canaanites, and he brought it to Pharaoh's palace. Okay, so Pharaoh and Joseph and the government was rich. And actually, it was just Pharaoh and Joseph kasi silang dalawa lang. Okay, the rest were just their slaves, yung mga officials and yung mga ranking government officials, gana, they were just their slaves. Ang talagang big boss lang dito is Pharaoh and Joseph. You see? So Pharaoh and Joseph were rich. Verse 15, when When the money of the people of Egypt and Canaan was gone, all Egypt came to Joseph and said, "Give us food. Why should we die before your eyes? Our money is all gone." You see that? Our money is all gone. And it's all because, during the times of abundance, they did not think of business. And now, sabi nila, our money is all gone. And today, it still happens. Diba? It still happens. When inflation comes, no, when the prices are hiked, when the prices go up, sino yung nagko-complain na sinasabi nila, we have no money? Mga employees, di ba? Those who are doing jobs, those who are doing employment, sila yung mga nawawala ng pera, sila yung tinatamaan ng inflation, sila yung tinatamaan kagad ng high prices. You see, why? Because they never think of doing a business. You see, pero if you're doing a business and kasi hindi porket you're doing a business, no, you know how money can work for you, no? Because there are a lot of businessmen, business people who do not know that. They're still working for money. Okay? Sila yung, no, they're the ones working, not their money. Pero if you're a shrewd businessman, if you're a smart businessman, according to Mentor X, no, financial expert, is mentoring me. According to him, no, if you're a smart businessman, you're going to make your money work for you. That's real business. Okay? So itong mga smart business people na to, no, when inflation comes, no, when rise, no, when prices rise, they're not affected. No? Hindi nila sinasabing wala na kaming pera. Nakubos na yung pera namin. It's just the employees and the small business people, yung mga self-employed, no? Yung mga small businesses, sila yung mga nagsasabi yan. Because according to my Mentor X, no, they don't know how to make money work for them. They're not doing business smart. Like, unlike Joseph. Joseph was being smart because of the wisdom that God gave him. Okay? Hindi niya sinabing, nawawala na kami ng pera. Nako, no? All kami sa Egypt, kami ni Pharaoh, nawawala na kami ng pera. We're affected by the famine. We're affected by the inflation, kumbaga. No? Joseph never said that. Pharaoh never said that. It was the people, no, who were doing employment, doing work, doing jobs, who were saying that. Okay? So let it be us. Let it be a lesson to us.